And Mr. President, permit me to start by extending my condolences to the immediate and extended family of the late President of the Senate, Joseph Wires, and of course, this august Senate and the people of Cross River State and the entire people of this country. It has become most appropriate and necessary because late Joseph Wire was a nationalist. He was a patriot by excellence, someone who served this country in the best manner possible. He helped to lay the foundation of democracy in the Second Republic after long years of military rule. We all knew about the Gowon's era, the Civil War going era and everything, before they put their heads together with other patriots to bring about democracy into this country, the beginning of Second Republic. He did that very well when he served as a president of the Senate. He was a very good Democrat, someone that related with his colleague in the best manner possible. That's why he served with term without being impeached, and he went further to secure another chance to lead the Senate before the coup that ousted them from power. The entire democracy was truncated. We knew him as someone who was a pan-Nigerian. He was everywhere. Related well with our people in the north, related well with the people of the south. He could speak Hausa, he could speak Igbo, he could speak Yoruba. He related very well with everyone. So liked, so loved. That's how we want Nigerian leaders to be. He was a good example. Of course, that's why the president then, President Shehu Shagari, trusted him very well, had confidence in him, and decided to allow him to act as president. You could see the confidence the entire system had on him. It was a history. It has never ever happened in this country. From what has been said over and over by several, even before this session, he was a man of the people. He was not concerned about amassing wealth, keeping billions and billions of. Then there was no EFCC, there was no ICPC. No problem taking money out of the country. You could take your money in briefcases and leave the country. But yet, he decided not to amass wealth. Someone who was there, in the class of Shagari, all of them, you could see, none of them was about becoming so rich. All of them, Shagari and the rest, all his people, all of them, all the people he worked with. Mr. President, he was an epitome of humility, an epitome of selfless service. Someone who tried, together with his friends and colleagues in politics then, to bring about democracy into this country. We need to find something to immortalize this great Nigerian. It should be immortalized. He didn't amass money. He was humble, he was selfless. So, he should be remembered by this nation. He should be remembered by this august Senate, National Assembly. He must be immortalized. Because someone who did all this for his nation, did all for his nation. So, he didn't put anything down, no money. He made sacrifices. So, we should get something to remember him so that others will learn from him. My pain now is that history is no longer taken seriously in our schools. Otherwise, our history books should have him mentioned in there. With the likes of Shagari, Clement Isong, and all those that work, Dafinone, the likes of course, before him, there were people like Aminu Kano. He wasn't in the Senate, but then he was he was an active player in a polity then. The Awolos, all of them should be mentioned, so that the younger generation will learn from them. Otherwise, all what they did for Nigeria, I will not say they will be in vain, but they will not be remembered. Mr. President, it's on this note that I pray that may God give the family and ourselves, because he was our Senate, he was our president, I'm not proud of him, the fortitude to bear his loss. Thank you, Mr. President.